proportionality. Proportionality means how does one term changes with respect to the other term in an equation. So we have S into T is equals to D. And for considering the proportionality of between two terms, we have to consider that the third term would be constant. So let us say we are discussing the proportionality between S and D. So we consider time to be constant. In this condition, S will be directly proportional to distance. As speed will increase, the distance covered will also increase. So to remove the proportionality sign, we will use a constant. Here this is K and this is the constant of proportionality. Similarly, when we put S as constant, we will get T directly proportional to D. And in the case of D constant, we will get S is inversely proportional to T. That is, when S will increase, time will decrease. It is so simple that when we increase our speed, then the time to cover that particular distance will decrease.
So first of all, when we are considering speed to be constant. So when speed is constant, then we have T directly proportional to D, that is time is directly proportional to the distance. So when we remove this proportionality sign, we will get a constant which is called the constant of proportionality. Okay, so let us assume that a body moves a distance d1 in time t1 and distance d2 in time t2. So we can write it as t1 is equals to k d1 as the first equation and t2 is equals to k d2 as the second equation. So when we divide first and second equations, what we get is t1 upon t2 is equals to k d1 upon k d2. And k gets cancelled, so we get t1 by t2 equals to d1 by d2. This is the relation between the time and distance of two bodies when the speed is constant. So next thing we consider, we consider time as constant in S into T is equals to D. So when we consider T as constant, then S is directly proportional to D, that is speed is directly proportional to D. On removing the proportionality sign, we get a constant M. We can use any symbol. Here we are using M. So this is what? This is the constant of proportionality. And again, let us suppose that a body covers distance d1 with speed s1 and distance d2 with speed s2 in the same interval of time. So we can write the equation as s1 equal to md1 and s2 equal to md2. So we got these two equations in this case, and when we dividing them, we get S1 divided by S2 equal to MD1 divided by MD2. The constant gets cancelled and we get S1 upon S2 is equals to D1 upon D2. So this is the relation between the speed and distance of the same object or of any two objects when time is constant. Next thing is when we have distance as the constant quantity. So S into T is equals to D. In this, if we say that D is constant, then S and T will be inversely proportional to each other. So when we remove the sign of proportionality, we are getting another constant, let us say n. So this is again the constant of proportionality, and if we take the t to the other side, it will get multiplied, that is s into t is equals to n. This is what we get here. So again, let us suppose that an object moves with speed s1 for time t1 and another object moves with speed s2 for time t2, and they covered the same distance. So what will the equations we'll get? We'll get s1 into t1 is equals to n. This is the first equation, and s2 into t2 equals to n. This is the second equation. So here we can see that both the equations are equal to n. So they are equal to one another. So we can write it as s1 t1 is equals to s2 t2. This is the relation between the speed and time of two objects when the distance is constant. Now let us do a question based on this. So the question is, two cyclists travel with a constant speed. One cyclist travels 30 kilometers in 2 hours. Then in how many hours the other cyclist travels 40 kilometers? So we are going to use the same concept over here. We have given that the speed is constant. And we know that when the speed is constant, what is the relation between time and distance? They are directly proportional. So we got the relation t1 by t2 is equals to d1 by d2. We have this relation. So we are going to use it over here. Let us see what we are given. So we are given that t1 is 30 kilometers and d1 is 30 kilometers and t1 is 2 hours. And other thing we are given is d2. d2 is 40 kilometers and we have to find t2. So using it the above formula, we are going to write t1, that is 2, upon t2 is what we have to find. d1 is 30 and d2 is 40. So 0 gets cancelled, and on cross multiplication we get 8 is equals to 3 t2, and t2 is equals to 8 divided by 3 hours. This is our answer. But further, if you need the mixed fraction kind of answer, you can divide it like 8 divided by 3. 3 to the 6 and 2 is the remainder over here. So we can write it as 2 and 2 by 3 hours. This is the answer in mixed fractions. Let us do another simple question. So the question is, a man travels 120 kilometers by ship, 450 kilometers by train and 60 kilometers by horse, taking altogether 13 hours and 30 minutes. The speed of the train is 3 times that of the horse and 1.5 times that of the ship. And we have to find the speed of the train. So let us consider the speed of the horse as x. So the speed of the train will become 3 times, that is 3x. And we know that the speed of the train is 1.5 times that of the ship, that is speed of the train is 1.5 times that of the ship. So the speed of the ship will be 3x divided by 1.5, that is 2x. So these are the speeds. Now we are given the distances traveled by them both and the time taken. So we are going to use the formula, that is time is equals to distance divided by speed. So the distance traveled by ship is 120 divided by the speed 2x plus distance traveled by train 450 divided by the speed, that is 3x, plus distance traveled by horse 60 divided by x, the speed. And the total time we have is 13 hours plus half an hour, that is 30 minutes. So when taking the LCM, it will become 13 2s are 26 plus 1 27 divided by 2. And here we will cut them. So it will 60, it will become 150 and it will be same. And we get the common denominator x over here. 60 plus 60 is 120 and 120 plus 150. It will be 270 divided by x equal to 27 by 2. So it will be 10 times of this. And on cross multiplication, we'll get x is equals to 10 into 2, that is 20. And it was the speed, so kilometers per hour. We got the speed of the horse, but we had been asked the speed of the train. So the speed of the train was 3x, that is 3 into 20. We get the answer 60 kilometers per hour.